It's a beautiful day, Wednesday here in Springfield, Ohio. I'm actually walking in my alma mater, Wittenberg University. I spent 5 years here, some of you guys might know, getting a double major in biology and in Russian and Central Eurasian Studies. And we're just reflecting because graduation's coming right up. Campus is beautiful here, guys. Let me show you if you've never been. It's rated one of the most beautiful campuses in the United States, and I would concur with that. That's used to be an old Civil War hospital, and supposedly there's a horse ghost there because it went up the stairs but it didn't come down, so it died there inside this hospital. That's one of the high points here in Springfield, overlooking the city and overlooking Clark County. Myers Chapel right here. Firestein Dorm, that's where I stayed. Made a lot of memories. Taj and John, met a lot of good friends here at Wittenberg. Got a lot of experience, not so much in the books, because I was always kind of a B- student. I wasn't a great student. Part of the reason was because I was just so ADHD. I was interested in making money. I was interested in starting business. I was interested in doing so much more than learning from a book. I'm a hands-on kind of learner. So I spent a lot of years here. I guess I just wanted to bring you guys some highlights of what I learned as some of these kids that are getting ready to graduate here from the school should consider. I was going to be a dentist, and I spent all this time. I was going to be an orthodontist, actually, and I interned with Dr. Krog, Dr. Dingra, set like periodontists, all kinds of specialized kind of professions, and I didn't go to that field. Matter of fact, I used to work 3 jobs while I was in school, and I learned so much. I was an audiovisual manager here at Wittenberg, and this building right here, we upgraded, I think in 2011. I was the audiovisual manager, and we upgraded sound system and fiber optic cables, I believe, and cut my teeth on this audiovisual stuff with Jeff Andrews and Lynn McCurdy, and worked at Walgreens and donated plasma for 6 years and worked at Walgreens for 7. Got a lot of hands-on experience, and I also rented rooms in my house there on North Street. Rented 3 rooms and bought my first house at 19. So a lot of hands-on experience that I learned how to rent rooms and how to start a business and sign contracts and evict folks. So that's just the tangible stuff that I learned that wasn't from college. So what really did I learn from college if I didn't learn like my work ethic? I guess I did learn some of that because I had a double major, so I had to take more classes than most. I had to take more classes than most, and I did. And I always prided myself on just being the hardest worker. To this day, that's one thing I pride myself and my. So guess what I learned? I did learn staying up late. I did learn how to focus because I'm ADHD. I did learn how to apply myself when I needed to, studying for exams. And, some of you guys know I'm kind of critical about college and college education. And nowadays, you go to school for 4 or 5 years, 6 years to get out, to get a job that makes $30,000, $40,000 a year. Like, it's hard to survive on $30,000, $40,000 a year. People go to school and that's their passion, and not knocking it. I'm just saying there's better ways, better things you could do. You could start a side business. I've had a side business since I was 12 years old, selling golf balls. Right? You could start a side business, power washing. Got a lot of friends that went to prison. Now they got out, and they got some very successful businesses, way more successful than a lot of the people that I know that even got a PhD. Thanks, babe. So you don't need college. I guess that's the message. You don't need college to be successful. You don't need to spend years partying like these guys over here. Spend a lot of time partying. Spend a lot of time playing Madden. I went to college, I was playing Madden, guys. Right? Kicking Taj Barton's butt in Madden. He was my roommate. What's up, Taj? If you're watching this, you know how it went down. Spent a lot of time goofing off. So college is cool if you know what you're doing, but don't go to college just to have the accolade behind you that you got a bachelor degree, but then you're not even really using it. I'm not really using biology. I'm in real estate. I guess it helped me learn about Stoichia boitris and black mold and, chemical reactions, and like I know some of that basic stuff, but it does not help me in my career now. Russian and Central Eurasian studies is cool. Like, I understand the political stuff that's going on in Ukraine a little bit better than most, I guess. Look at this. This college party over here. That's what you're paying $40,000, $50,000 a year to go do, playing some beer pong, right? There's a house I sold right there. Tim Sisler, my buddy Tim Sisler used to live right there. So, real estate is a really great opportunity because you don't need a degree. All you need, if you wanted to get your license, the license is like $1,500 versus paying $40,000, $50,000 to go to a college, and then you become a professor making $50,000, $60,000. I don't know. It's not about the money. I guess if you're happy, fine. Take you guys past my buddy's house, Tom Thompson, here on Fountain. If you guys haven't been, Ely's. He's got a restaurant. He had a salon. Guy's just super uber talented. Shout out to Tom Thompson. He runs one of the best restaurants here in Clark County. I don't even know if he went to culinary school. Maybe he did. But college is not the only way to go. I've got friends making six figures being an electrician, being a plumber, HVAC specialist. So much more you can do than just go to college. Back in the day, you needed a degree to do stuff. Nowadays, we have the internet. We have technology. There's people making millions and millions of dollars every single day on social media. Why aren't you? All right, let's take a look right here. Tom Thompson at UBU Salon. Oh, let me flip that around. Ely, the powerhouse. He's got this cool setup right here. Shout out to the Clark County Food Fiends for always supporting Tom. You guys are amazing. This is where it goes down. 601 North Fountain Avenue. Stop by and see Tom. He had the salon in here. Literally bought this building for $62,000. I mean, how much? Put a lot of money into it to fix it up. But guys, you can get you a building, start your own shop, start small, do well, reinvest your money, and go get it and start another business and another business and another business. This is what capitalism is all about. Stop by and see my man Tom. Me too. So much opportunity out here. We're in Springfield, Ohio. I got a lot of friends all over the place. I've had several say, why are you in Springfield? Why don't you come over here and do this real estate in Canada? How about Barrie? Listen, guys, if the concept works anywhere, it's going to work anywhere else. And if you live in America, you don't have to recreate the wheel. Just follow a proven system. For example, I was having a conversation with two of my sisters. Both are in college right now. Shout out to Victoria and Alexandra. One is studying to be a nurse, Alexandra, University of Dayton. The other one's studying for psychology at Rice State University. And then you get a job. And as we've seen with COVID back in 2020, if your employer says that you have to keep others safe, or whatever the metric was, then you have to inject whatever they tell you to inject into your body if you want to keep your job. I have friends. Ben Dunham, his son, was like special forces, got kicked out of the military. So you're telling me college, you go to college to get a job and then you lose all your freedom because now you can't even control what goes in your body? That's why I don't like having a boss. I don't like having a job. Matter of fact, I'm unemployable. I don't even know how to fill out an application. How about another example? Rachel Lawwell, one of the top people, HR people for Care Stores, one of the biggest employers in the Dayton area, didn't want to inject that thing into her body to protect everybody, which is now known to be non-effective. Lost her job. And what's the point? Go get a job so you can run the rat race, work, get paid, work, get paid. Is that what we live for? Work, get paid, work, get paid like a machine, like a robot? Unless you're the guy that started RX bars here from Wittenberg University. You guys know that guy? Sold his company for $600 million. What's his name? Any of my Wittenberg alumni friends that are on here? What's that guy's name? Graduated, I think, in Kyle Barger's year, 08. What's his name? Anyways, started a little, you guys know those protein bars called RX Bar. Started that in this garage in Illinois. Several years later, sold the company for $600 million to Kellogg. All right? He's not a rocket scientist. The guy made a freaking healthy candy bar, snack bar, showing the ingredients that's in it. That's it. Why can't you guys figure out something like that and make a difference in the world? Totally could. You totally could. And so can I. And so can those around me that I make an impact on. Make a difference. Go find, innovate something. That's how you add value to the marketplace. It's not by getting the same cookie cutter degree and learning the exact same thing from the exact same book. You might take something different away from it. Anyways, I'm trying to stay on point here because I did learn a lot here. This was one of my favorite places to walk by right here. We're past in CDR. That's where the cafeteria is at Wittenberg. Wally, right there, Wally the Wit, sitting on the bench. This is new dorm. This is if you're real bougie. I couldn't afford to live here. I was broke. I was donating plasma, working at Walgreens, working as an audiovisual technician, renting rooms in my house. Broke. Like real broke. There's the Matthews house coming up. I wasn't allowed to have access in there because I wasn't smart enough. My boy Todd Carter hooked me up. Todd, you remember that? If you're watching this, freshman year, they had coffee and hot chocolate. Man, I was so glad to go in there and study. I just felt smarter. Just being in there with little nerdy people. There it is. A lot of friends right there in the tower hall. A lot of memories right here. A lot of memories. Beautiful college. If you guys are considering a college, this is a good place right here locally in Springfield. That place right there, that house, that was a dump. It's all remodeled. It's looking super nice. This is the International House. That's the old crusty Firestein. It still looks exactly the same. Oh, the horror stories I could tell you about that place. Friday night, people go in there, urinating in the elevator. Just disgusting. Oh, yeah. Being savage, going for a walk, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the future. This is all student housing right here, Wittenberg University, Tower Hall. My buddy Stefan used to live up here, a lot of my friends. A lot of fun times. There's a steamer. Steamer was built a couple years ago. Supposed to have been, I think, a $17 to $30 million project. Turned out to be like a $62 million project. Shout out to Stanley Steamer, the CEO of that, went to Wittenberg. There's my boy Brett Beach's house right there. He's got a package of properties on campus that he wants to sell. If anybody wants to pick up a package of properties, that's one of the coolest properties right there. That other red one right there, red and white. The brown one, the gray one next to it. As you can see, some parents and students moving out. Some Friday night lights. So I'm not trying to sound like a Debbie Downer on college education, but go get 3 jobs and tell me, and go be a full-time student and tell me how much you learn from that. Having very little time, with a lot to do, and no money. And if you can figure that out, chances are you can start a business. Chances are you can figure out what you want to do in life. Because you're going to know what you don't want to do. In the summertime, I used to also work 3 jobs, work in factories. Oh, I don't miss those days. I don't miss working at F&P America in Troy. I don't miss working at the Avenue. I don't miss working those jobs. That's not fun. You come in at a certain time, you clock out at a certain time like a machine. And if you show up late by a minute, you might get fired. So find something that you love to do. And the way you do that is by doing stuff that you don't want to do. That way you can limit your choices to the things that you actually enjoy doing, spending time on. For me, it's real estate. For me, it's calling people, meeting new people. Every day's a new experience. That's why I didn't want to be a dentist. I don't want to sit there and smell your breath every single day and fix a hole or do a root canal in the same office chair, in the same position. It's not fun to me. Just being honest with you guys. I spent a lot of money on college to figure that out. So hopefully this added some value to you guys. I love entrepreneurial stuff, all things entrepreneurial. I'm all about it. If I could ever be of assistance to you guys, let me know. But get out and enjoy this nice weather today. It's a beautiful day. We're gonna get back to our walk. We're getting back to it, getting a little exercise. Me and Savage. She's been asleep for a while. She enjoys my talk so much, she fell asleep. Hopefully you guys aren't falling asleep. There's the steamer. The indoor facility was supposed to cost, I think, $20 million, and it cost like 3 times the amount. Man, I tell you what, if I gave you a budget and it cost 3 times as much, you'd be, like Donald Trump say, you're fired. You're fired. We have one of the best football teams in the country. Shout out to Coach Fincham, who's no longer here, was here. One of the top winningest coaches in the whole country was here. Anyways, I go on and on, guys, but I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time, for your attention. And I hope you crush it and don't just work a job. Go start your own job. Go make your own business. See you guys. Bye.